Hey Audrey, you and I are breaking up today. I have finally found the woman that I'm destined to be with.
Cedric?
I'm going to be married to that woman and live a happy life. And she already told me that she wants to get married, so we've already found a place we plan to hold our wedding at too. So you and I are over after today.
Wait a second, Cedric. Who the heck is this woman you're destined to be with? Haven't you been dating me for a while now with the intent of marrying me? Yet now you're telling me that you've already gone and chosen a place to marry this other woman?
As far as girlfriends go, you were a really good one. You never got upset with me about anything, and your cooking has been outstanding. You really didn't require any kind of work from me, but I don't see you as being someone I can marry. I only see myself marrying the daughter of a CEO and gaining a whole lot of money after I become her husband.
Huh?
When it comes to men, we sometimes marry for money as well. Anyway, just know that I'll be marrying her and gaining a whole lot of money doing so. Man, I never thought the day would come where I would be able to become rich this easily.
Wait. Right now I have zero clue about what all is going on. Don't tell me that you've been cheating on me this whole time with that woman while you and I have been dating, right?
Well,
So you have been cheating on me, and with the daughter of a CEO?
well, yeah. It's crazy to think the daughter of a famous CEO is willing to marry a man like me. Right now, I'd have to say I'm the happiest man in the world.
How did you ever end up with the daughter of a CEO, though? Does someone with the money she has really want to get married to a basic office worker?
What are you talking about? How would you know who I'm really destined to end up with?
What?
Actually, you should know considering that she's your best friend, Erica. My God, if I'd known sooner that you were friends with the woman whose father's the CEO. I'm surprised about how well you kept her hidden from me for so long. The fact that she's even friends with a basic chick like you is crazy to me.
Are you kidding me? You've been cheating on me with one of my best friends? And out of all my friends, Erica?
And it's because I plan to marry her now that you and I are no longer a couple. I'm going to marry that Erica girl and become freaking rich. And maybe at some point in the future, become the next CEO of her father's company. Then I'd be on top of this world, winning at everything I've ever wanted to as a super popular CEO.
Come on now, Erica. What the heck were you thinking taking the hand of one of your best friend's boyfriends? I know that you've been going out with Cedric behind my back. Oh, you've already figured that out? Well, I was just told by Cedric a little bit ago that he wants the two of us to break up after today. He plans on getting married to you, so he told me that we're no more. And he said that you both already chose where you're having your wedding? Come on now, Cedric. I know that he wants the two of us to get married as soon as possible, but he shouldn't have told you about us just yet. I wanted to enjoy the thrill of going out with him behind your back for a little bit longer. Stop acting like you've done nothing wrong here and explain yourself. You've really done it now after stealing your best friend's boyfriend and dating him behind my back. And what makes this a whole lot worse is that you already planned to get married. Hold up now, Audrey. Could you calm down just a tad bit? I didn't take him from you because I wanted to. He was the one who fell in love with me first. He came up to me and said that he'd rather be married to me than to some plain Jane like you. Huh? Well, there's no stopping that from happening though, right? After all, I'm the daughter of a CEO and have loads of money. And on top of that, I'm a sexy-looking girl, so I'm obviously the better choice compared to you. It's only natural that he chooses to throw you out for me. Excuse me? If you plan to hold something like this against me, then go right ahead and be hateful. Even if you did look really good, you're not the daughter of a man with lots of money and barely make it by with that simple job of yours. If you'd been half as good as me, then maybe you could have held on to my Cedric and never lost him to my influence. Who cares that you're the daughter of a CEO? I've had enough of this. Where do you get off thinking it's okay to take the hand of one of your best friend's boyfriends like that? I've seriously had enough of you, Erica. It's not even like the company your dad runs is a good one anyway. I remember it wasn't too long ago that it was on the edge of going bankrupt because of your dad. So stop acting like just because you're the daughter of him, you have the money to just live the life you please. What was that? I remember back in middle school when your parents both died in a car accident and how I was there to care for you when you needed someone to understand you. Yet now you think that by having that title as the daughter of a CEO, you can just treat others like crap. Get a hold of yourself and look at what you're doing to me, your friend. Well, even if they are dead, I'm still the daughter of a CEO. What does it matter that my dad is dead now and is no longer the current CEO? I was born into this world as the CEO's daughter, and I'm going to stay that way. So even if my dad is now dead and his company almost fell apart after he passed, I am still the daughter of a CEO. What? And also, I have all the money and assets that my parents left behind for me. And all of that is available for me because of my dad. Unlike someone like you, I am able to live the life I want every day without having to worry about money. I'm telling you right now, Erica, you need to stop this. All that money you keep on bragging about is pretty much used up by this point, right? What? I know that you've come trying to borrow money plenty of times now, right? You've tried your best to live off what your parents left for you, but even that money has a limit. And I'm sure that now you're trying to find someone to care for you, and you're using your past image as a CEO's daughter to lure men into you. Why do you know all about that? I knew you never noticed a thing about me. The person that had to hear about how you wanted to come and borrow money after your money began to run out was me. What the? You were the nasty-looking chick at the front desk that I spoke to? You're the one that chose not to give me a penny even after I told you how much I needed the money and everything? I heard about how you'd be coming in to talk about how you needed the money and everything. And so to keep you from noticing that I was working the front desk, I did my makeup pretty poorly to hide myself from you. And I know more than just what happened between you and me at the front desk. I know that after I told you no, you stormed out of there whining like a child. But I never knew that that was you there. How could you do something like that to me? I didn't do it thinking that I'd be able to listen to your sad reason for wanting more money. I did it just to keep you from knowing where I work. What I want to know is why you thought it was okay to take your best friend's boyfriend from her. Well, actually, I don't need an answer because you can have him now that I know how awful of a man he is. But you need to stop lying to him about yourself. Tell him that you're no longer the daughter of a CEO, okay? I'm not lying to him about that, though. I am the daughter of a CEO, all right? Now, you'd better keep that information about my parents and I a secret, okay? Don't you dare say anything needless to him about me.
I'm assuming that the invitation to our wedding has made it to you by now? We're going to have a special seat saved there just for you, so you'd better come.
What kind of special seat could you have saved for me? And I've never even heard of anyone inviting their ex-girlfriend to their wedding before, Cedric.
But I understand that, but to the two of us, you're like our Cupid. So we'd like you to be there on the day of our wedding to see the final product of you dating me.
Huh? I'm your guys' Cupid?
Well, it's because of you that I'm going to be able to marry the daughter of a CEO and gain lots of money. To be honest, for a long time I didn't think you had any good-looking friends that were worth my time until I finally found out about Erica. And once I knew who she was, I ran into her on the street and asked her to go out for lunch with me. And that was the day I learned that not only was she sexy, but she also had a wealthy father and lots of money. When I learned that, I thought I'd take my chance and tell her that I loved her, not thinking that she'd actually say yes to us dating.
So that's how the two of you began cheating on me.
If I had never started dating you way back then, there would have been no way of me finding Erica and telling her that I love her. So, to show you my thanks to you, I sent you that invitation to our wedding and have a special seat waiting for you.
I don't need any thanks from you, though. So I'm going to say no to coming to that wedding of yours.
Come on now. Don't say something so cold to me. This wedding is going to be pretty flippin' huge, with lots of gorgeous decorations and delicious food, all thanks to her father's money. I don't think you're ever going to be invited to a wedding like ours for the rest of your life, Audrey. This is a very important event for everyone, so put our past behind us and come see our special day.
Huh? You guys are having this wedding with Erica's dad's money?
And actually, it looks as though our parents are going to be handling all the costs of our wedding for us. Man, That sure does sound like something a couple of wealthy people would do for their daughter and son-in-law. I won't even have to pay a penny for this wedding, and that gets me super excited.
What? Her parents are paying? Is that what Erica told you?
Yep. Her parents both seem to be very busy people, as is expected of them, so I haven't been able to meet them yet, but if they're paying for this whole wedding, then they must be really amazing parents. And so, to show them just how happy I am to become their son-in-law, I put together a wedding worth over $1 million.
$1 million?
And that's why you definitely need to come to it. We are having a Michelin-rated chef cooking the food for us, and all the alcohol is going to be imported. We are putting their money into every corner of this wedding, and make sure it's worthwhile for everyone.
That's going to be one hell of an amazing wedding then, Cedric. I hope you really enjoy it.
I will. And that's why I'm saying if you don't come to this wedding, you'll regret it all your life. I want to make sure that you know that, and that we put a lot of thinking into having you at the CEO daughter's wedding. I really want you to see what $1 million wedding, all paid for by her parents, will look like.
But that girl doesn't even have any parents anymore.
What?
Even after everything, it seems she's still gone and left you in the dark. That must mean she's still lying to you about herself. I don't want to say anything else that might harm you guys, so just go and talk with her about what she said before you have that wedding. If you don't talk to her before then, you'll both be left paying for that whole wedding with no help from anyone.
What's with that? Why do you think she's lying to me and leaving me in the dark? And what's all this about her not having any parents? Why would you say something like that to me now?
I just happen to know a lot about Erica and her family, and that's why I'm saying this. Erica is not the daughter of any CEO now. Her parents passed away quite some time ago, back when we were in middle school.
Huh?
And after that, her father's company had a really hard time dealing with his loss and almost went completely under. But even after all of that, she still uses her past as the daughter of a CEO to get what she wants now. But in reality, she isn't the daughter of a CEO anymore and is just another simple girl like me.
What? What the heck do you mean? Is all of what you're saying to me actually true?
It sure is. And that's why I recommend you talk with her one last time about all of this before you have that wedding. If you don't, you are going to marry someone who doesn't have a lot of money and will expect you to pay for her wedding.
You're lying, right? There's no way what you're saying about her is true. She told me herself that her father is a CEO and a popular one at that. That's all a lie? You're just messing with me, right? If she really is without parents, then what's going to happen to our wedding? She told me that they both were going to pay for the whole wedding and that I could spend as much as I pleased on it.
Maybe she was saying that with the intent of using whatever money she has left from her parents to pay for the wedding?
What? Erica really has that kind of money from her parents after they passed away? Well, if that's the case, then for the time being, I'm in the clear. If she has the money to throw a wedding like this with me, then who cares that her parents aren't around anymore?
I'm sorry, but I don't think she has the money to call yourself in the clear. As far as I'm aware, whatever money her parents did leave for her is pretty much gone now. And right now, I'm aware that she's been trying to work with legal loan sharks asking to borrow money to make ends meet.
What? She's trying to borrow money now?
Like I've suggested, you should go and talk with her once more about all of this. And that will be your chance to ask her about all the lies she's been telling you, and you can learn about the real story. If you don't learn now, you are going to have a very destructive wedding on your hands. Stop screwing around with me, Audrey. You've really caused a whole lot of unnecessary BS now. I remember telling you to keep all of that a secret, right? I'm sorry, but I just couldn't sit around and let you take Cedric down with you. There's no way in hell you'd be able to pay for $1 million wedding like Cedric told me you could. As far as legal terms go, you're trying to have a fraudulent marriage. Shut the hell up! And as for this $1 million wedding, I've heard nothing about it. I only have another $10,000 left from my parents that I'm not going to be spending on the wedding. At the very most, I'll put maybe $5,000 of it into the wedding, but that's it from me. But what the hell is with Cedric making all these plans for the wedding that's raised the cost of it up to $1 million? Oh, now I see what's going on here. So he must have thought that since you told him you're the daughter of a CEO, that your parents would pay for the whole thing easily. Well, it's not like he's to blame, considering that you told him your parents are rich. Huh? You did tell him that you're still the daughter of a CEO and that they'd be paying for that wedding, right? Why else would he be saying that you told him all of that? I mean, if you told me something like that as a lie, I'd believe you as well and go all out on my wedding. I had no choice then. If I told him the truth about my parents and I, then he would have never gone through with wanting to marry me. I just wanted to get married as soon as possible, and this was the only way. I understand how you feel about wanting to get married soon, since we're all at that age now where marriage is on the mind. But there are right ways of finding someone and very wrong ways, Erica. What the hell? It's not like everything I've told him is a lie, right? It's still true that I am the daughter of a CEO. It's just that my dad is no longer around, and neither is the company that he ran, but I'm still his daughter. In other words, you are no longer the daughter of a CEO. Erica, all you are now is a simple woman. I am not. I am still the daughter of a CEO and always will be. And that's the reason why I'm planning on starting a company of my own in his image. Huh? You're starting a company now? There are tons of other people that will try to stop me from doing what I'm doing, telling me that because my dad is gone, I'm no longer the daughter of a CEO. So if that's the case, then I'll just revive my dad's company like it was before he passed away. I'm going to make this new company in his image and give it the exact same name. A company with the same name? Are you actually running that company already? Not at this time. I have the company put together, but I have no idea how to actually run the place. What? Well, that just means you've made an LLC, but don't actually do anything with it, right? Well, it's still a company nonetheless, and so that's all I need. And I plan to end this company anyway the moment I marry Cedric. I just have the company put together to make him think that I'm the daughter of its CEO, and that's it. You've really gone ahead and committed a textbook case of fraud then. Making up a company just so that you can get the man you want? I started the company when I was taken out to lunch by him when you both still dated. I already knew about him because of you and knew that he looked like a great guy. And since I was able to show him my dad's company and say that I was the CEO's daughter, I was able to get him right into my arms. And that's why he and I are going to get married. But now you've gotten in the way of my plans, and I'm not going to forgive you for that one. I don't need you to forgive me for any of this. All I really care about is that you return all the money you borrowed back to those you borrowed it from. There's already word out there about how some of the loan sharks you borrowed from are looking for you. Huh? I'll just leave you with this. Even if after your marriage your last name changes, that won't be enough to stop people from finding you and getting their money back. I'm really not sure why you went through all of this trouble to get married to Cedric, but don't think that it's that easy to run away from your debts. What? It isn't. I can't get rid of this debt after I marry Cedric? Well, then that means there's no reason for me to be getting married to him right now at all. Of course you'd think that now. I'm not sure what will happen to the two of you now, but whether you both break up now or he forgives you for lying and you both stay together, you are still going to have to deal with the money you borrowed. You went around saying you're the daughter of a CEO, so make sure you uphold that image by paying off all your debt.
Aubrey, listen to me. I was lied to badly by Erica. Just as you had told me before, she is not the daughter of a CEO anymore. And not only that, but she started a fake company to make it seem like her father's company was still around. And she's got all sorts of debt piled up. She's a wretched woman.
She is supposed to be the woman you're destined to be with, so don't go around calling her a wretched woman like that.
What destined woman are you on about? I've already gone and broken up with her. And as for the wedding, it's canceled.
What? You went and canceled it? Even after you went and sent all the invitations out to everyone?
Well, you don't have to tell me that. I'm very embarrassed by all of this, and it's all her fault. But I'd rather be embarrassed about canceling the wedding than being with a woman like her now. And I'm going to make sure that she's the one to pay for the wedding cancellation fees. Once that's all handled, I'll get back together with you and we can get married.
Yeah. I'm going to marry you now?
I've already gone and broken up with Erica. So please, can you get back together with me again and make things right? I messed up by thinking that she was the daughter of a CEO, but it's because of me falling for her lies that I've come to realize how amazing of a woman you are.
No thanks, Cedric. You went and cheated on me with her, so there's no making things right after that. Do you really think I want to be back dating a man like you? And besides, you told me that Erica is your destined wife, and that's the reason you cheated on me with her, right?
Hey, come on now, Audrey. You and I can make things work again. And be honest with me, Audrey. You are happy to hear that I want you back now, right? You told me that she was lying to me because you still have feelings for me, right? Why else would you have helped me out if it wasn't out of love?
What?
I'm right, right? If you really had something against me, you would have let me fall into her trap and live a life in misery. But you ended up helping me out before that happened. You worried about me and made sure I knew about her lies. You helped me out of that mess because you still love me, right?
I just didn't want the two of you getting married. That's the only reason I told you about her. I didn't do any of that because I still love you, so stop thinking something as crazy as that.
Come on. You did all that because you want me back.
No, I'm serious about not loving you. And also, I have a fiancé now.
Huh?
To tell you the truth, just yesterday he and I met and started dating. And the reason we started a relationship is because we love one another enough to get married, making him my fiancé, in other words.
Huh? It hasn't even been a month since you and I broke up. Yet you have a new man now? And you already plan to marry him? That's way too soon to be thinking about marriage.
Our love has nothing to do with how soon we get married. You and I don't have anything between us anymore, and I love this new man a whole lot. I have the right to love him to the point that I want to marry him, and you can't do squat about it.
But listen, normally you'd still have some sort of feelings towards your ex, right? There's no way your feelings for me went away within a month like that, right?
But that's the great thing about this past month. I haven't felt a single thing for you since the day we broke up, and I am thankful for that. To tell you the truth, I hate people that cheat on others, and so you made it clear to me that you didn't want me liking you anymore when you told me about what you were doing. The moment you said you cheated on me, all those years of us being together vanished. And that's why I was able to find a new man so easily and find out that I really love him.
Huh?
So in other words, thank you for cheating on me. It's because of you being such a disgusting jerk that I was able to move on to a real man.
Hey, so you really don't plan on making things right with me? You really do plan to get married to a man who isn't me?
Of course I do. So don't you ever come around my life again, Cedric. I don't care whether you choose to leave Erica or stay together with her. But you did say that she was your destined woman, so you should treat her as such. Now you have a great rest of your life. After that, based on rumors about those two, they ended up breaking things off with one another completely. And following that, those loan sharks began to catch up to Erica to get their money from her, and she ran off into the night. At this point in time, nobody has any idea where that girl could be, and I think she's going to stay missing for the rest of time. As for her ex-boyfriend Cedric, he was left having to pay for all of the wedding's cancellation fees after his ex ran away to never be heard from again. And the fees for canceling came out to around $30,000. He tried to ask friends and family to help him pay the fees off, but everyone turned him away, calling him an idiot for what he'd done. And so in the end, he was left having to use all his savings to pay off those fees. And following all of that, he sent me a message saying that I should be aware by now that he is a way better boyfriend than my new man. But to get him to realize how wrong he was, I sent him an image of our wedding day, and since then he's blocked me. If you really want to cut ties to a disgusting man, you just have to show him that your life's way better without him.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
I'm back from my trip. Won't you come out and greet me at the door? It's not time for your
her grief.
Good morning, Lori. So, today's finally the big day, huh? I bet you're so excited. How about this weather, though? There's a pleasant breeze blowing, not a cloud in the sky. This is the perfect weather for a wedding. Right? It's absolutely gorgeous outside today. The forecast earlier this week said it was going to rain, so I got concerned, but it looks like we're in the clear. Thank goodness. Are you on your way to the cathedral now? Actually, I'm already here. I arrived a little bit ago, and I just got into the changing room. Cool. And what about George? Oh, last night his friends threw him some big blowout bachelor party. He's been looking forward to it for a long time. Apparently some of his old friends from high school are flying halfway across the country to come. They booked a hotel in the city for the night, and George said he would head straight from the hotel to the cathedral. So, yeah, now I'm just waiting for him to arrive. Ooh, a bachelor party. Did you ever see that one movie? You know, where they wake up the day after the bachelor party and can't remember anything. Then they have to haul it over to the wedding venue before the ceremony starts. Yeah, but don't worry. I texted him earlier and he said he was awake. So, looks like we're in the clear. Oh, so he texted you, huh? I'm surprised he had time for that. Yeah, I guess he must have taken a minute to give me a courtesy text while he was getting ready to go. Uh-huh, right. So, you didn't ask him anything? No, I didn't. I assumed he was busy enough getting ready, so I figured everything I wanted to ask him about could wait until he got to the chapel. Like, what should I have asked him? Oh, you know, the basic stuff. Like, where he is right now. Whether he's really going to come to the chapel or not. I told you, Tommy, you don't need to worry. He didn't wake up in an abandoned warehouse missing a kidney or anything. Everything's going to be just fine. Yeah, you're right about that, for sure. Everything is going to be just fine. For me, anyway. Tommy, you're acting kind of weird. Sorry. I just wanted to say thank you, Lori. I mean, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have been able to get married. Plus, I finally get to quit that godforsaken company I was working for. It felt so satisfying when I slammed my resignation on my creepy old boss's desk. Like, bam, eat that, Baldy. Tommy, what are you talking about? You really don't get it, do you? I know you've been really looking forward to your wedding, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. Your precious little groom isn't gonna be late. He's not coming at all. Tommy, you're scaring me. What's going on with you? Would you like to know where your fiancé is, Lori? Because I know. He's with me. And he's telling me that he doesn't feel much like going to your wedding today. And no, he doesn't want to reschedule. He doesn't want to marry you anymore. What? Do you remember the marriage certificate application that you signed and gave to George? Yeah, I had him taking care of that since he has a less rigid schedule than me. The office where you turn those in is only open for part of the day that I have to be at work. If there was a way for me to get away from the office for an hour or so, I would have done it, but I've been too busy. I don't think they're going to accept it anymore. Why not? Because I watched him rip it into shreds right in front of me. We got super drunk last night. He started shouting, "I'm tired of being tied down to that boring woman." And then he pulled that application out of his bag, ripped it up, and shouted, he felt tied down to me? I don't understand. How can you not understand? He wanted to get rid of you, so he did. It's not all your fault. It was just bad timing. George and me are soulmates. We were always meant to be together. Unfortunately, he ended up meeting you first. Sure, he might have been engaged to you, but deep down, I was always the one he really wanted to be with. Tommy, I know you always were one for practical jokes, but this is going way too far. This is my wedding day, and you're telling me this insane story about stealing my fiancé from me? That's ridiculous. The first time the two of you ever met was when I brought him to the house to meet our parents after we got engaged. Oh, trust me, I remember that. I'll never forget the way our eyes met for the first time. We both knew at that very moment that we were meant for each other. So we traded phone numbers and started talking to each other. While you were super busy putting your wedding together, me and George were just getting busy. Knock it off, Tommy, you're hurting me. You still don't believe me? Here's a picture we took together while you were out of town for the weekend for work. No, this can't be. George really was cheating on me? With you? I'm sorry about all this, Lori, I really am. Well, maybe not that sorry. But you and George were all wrong for each other. If you had actually gotten married, it would have ended in tragedy either way. I'm just rescuing him from a fate worse than death. You... Oh, and don't bother trying to stop us. We're already married. As of this morning, I am legally George's wife. You got married to my fiancé on our wedding day? It was our wedding day, not your wedding day. Anyway, I think we're gonna disappear for a while. With George's job, all he needs is a computer, and he can do it from anywhere he wants. Plus, he runs the company, so he gets to make the rules. So we're moving to a place far away where you can't interfere with our love. Hold it right there, Tommy. This is too crazy to be true. You're really having an affair with my fiancé? He's really not coming today? We're really not gonna get married anymore? Looks like you finally caught up with the class, Lori. Yes, yes, and yes, you get 100. I don't believe this. You've picked the most evil way possible to break this news to me. And you're moving? You can't do that. You owe me a proper explanation. And not just me, you owe both our parents and George's parents an explanation. What's there to explain? Do you want to know what we were doing last night or something? Because that's definitely not a PG-rated conversation. You sure you want all the steamy detail? You know that's not what I'm talking about. We need to talk about the wedding, our future, the engagement ring. There are 1,000,001 important things for us to discuss. This is not like two college students dating for a few months and then breaking up. We had plans. We built our lives around each other. That sounds like a total pain. Like, me and George are about to embark on the biggest adventure of our lives. Can't you guys just say congratulations and let us be on our way? No, I will not congratulate the two of you for betraying me. You can't just drop this nuclear bomb on me the day of the wedding. You are such a buzzkill, Lori, you know that? George sure had the right idea. He lied to you about the bachelor party. There was never going to be one. Instead, he spent the better part of last night getting ready for the big move. So don't bother rushing over to his house to catch him before he leaves. By the time you get there, it won't be anything but an empty husk. So you're serious then? You're really just gonna run away like this? Without taking a single piece of responsibility for anything you've done? Yep. Thank you so much for everything, Lori. I met the man of my dreams thanks to you. Oh, and George asked me to give you his thanks, too. If you hadn't made him briefly fall in love with you, then he never would have found his true love. You can take care of all the cancellations and stuff for the wedding, right? Because neither of us is going to do it. And with that, farewell, dear sister. Adieu. Don't you dare put down your phone. I need to talk to George directly. I keep calling him, but my calls never go through. Unbelievable. You blocked my number, didn't you?
Girl, how you been? Did you miss me? Do you even remember me? Nah, I bet you'll never forget me for as long as you live, even if you wanted to.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the single biggest mistake I ever made. To what do I owe the pleasure of this sudden text after 3 years of silence? I mean, you had my number blocked. I don't want to get my hopes up, but are you by any chance a mugger who just unalived the person you stole this phone from? If so, that would be the best news I've gotten in a long time.
Good grief, you mean to tell me it's been 3 years, but you're still sore about that whole wedding thing? You sure can't hold a grudge. You better do something about that negative attitude or else your man's gonna leave you. Oh wait, I was your man and I did leave you.
Is this the reason you unblocked my number after 3 years, just to taunt me some more? If that's the case, then I've got way better things to do with my time.
Hey, keep your skirt on, yeesh. Actually, I got 2 matters of business for you today, an announcement and a question.
Well, make them quick.
Yes, ma'am. First order of business, drum roll, please. Tommy is pregnant. We're gonna have our first child.
I see.
I see? Is that all you got to say? No congratulations? No, I'm so happy for you?
I shouldn't have to explain to you why I won't be congratulating you for your marriage or your pregnancy anytime soon, so don't hold your breath.
Yeah, you got a point.
Why are you telling me about this when you know I don't care?
So, my business was absolutely booming until the first quarter of this year. Ever since then, sales have been dropping precipitously. This month was so bad that it finally forced me to do something I've been working hard to avoid. I'm gonna have to declare bankruptcy and shut down the company. This decision was, in a word, poorly timed. It all happened around the same time we found out Lori was pregnant. Kids cost a bunch of money to take care of, and so now we're looking to cut down on as many unnecessary expenditures as possible.
So again, what does this have to do with me?
I'm getting there. Geez, you're impatient. This brings me to my second order of business. We're gonna move in with your parents to save on rent.
1, that's not a question. 2, are you drunk? Did you just forget about what you did to me 3 years ago?
Well, I was thinking about asking if it'd be okay for us to move in with them, but then I decided I didn't want or need your permission. And anyway, what would be the problem? Tommy's their daughter, too. And I know your parents are going to want to meet their first grandchild, so I thought I'd do them the favor of allowing them to live together with my kid. Aren't I generous?
So you're using your child in an emotional blackmail scheme to get my parents to let you live with them? And not to mention without making you pay any rent?
I told you kids cost money and I ain't got none.
Well, congratulations, George. You are officially the dumbest, most selfish, least sensitive person I have ever met. The two of you completely vanished into thin air 3 years ago after announcing your affair on the day of our wedding. And now that you have a kid and need money, you show up on our doorstep and beg for help?
I'm a resourceful guy. If I've got a resource, I'm gonna make use of it. That includes having relatives with money. So you're still living with your parents, right?
Well, yeah, I am living in the same house as them right now.
Well, not for much longer. We're gonna move in with your folks and have a good old-fashioned multi-generational home. It's gonna be great with all 5 of us under one roof. Me, Tommy, your mom and dad, and...
And me?
No, not you. Our baby. You're gonna have to pack up your stuff and go live somewhere else from now on.
Oh? And what reason would I have to do something like that?
Well, I mean, think about it. It's pretty straightforward, really. Would you really want to live in the same house as the guy who you used to be engaged to? It'd be crazy awkward every single day.
You cheated on me with my sister, broke up with me on the day of our wedding, vanished without a trace for 3 years, and now you're back and demanding that I move out of my own house? I have to hand it to you, George. You are really working hard to earn that biggest douche in the universe award.
Look, the thing is, we need money. Plus, we'll need someone else to help us out with a baby when we get bored of dealing with it, and that's when your parents come in.
It's truly fascinating to see you become more and more comically evil with each text. I think the most confusing thing for me right now, though, is why in God's name did I ever agree to marry you in the first place? If you're really that hard up for money, why don't you impose yourself on your parents first?
Nope, that's out of the question.
Because you already forced them to bail you out from paying the cancellation fees for the wedding?
Oh, so you knew about that. Why'd you suggest I see my parents then?
I'm done with this pointless conversation. I'm not moving, for you or anyone else. Our relationship ended 3 years ago, so never contact me again.
You're serious? You're really still mad I cheated on you? Or is this because you're still in love with me after all these years? Sorry, Lori, but I'm a married man now. My wife's pregnant. I can't go fooling around with other women. Not anymore, anyway.
Hey there, Lori. Long time no see. God, I feel like it's almost been 3 years. So I think George already told you this, but our love has finally taken on a human form. We've been blessed with the gift of life. I am pregnant. I knew I should have gotten a new phone number. So yeah, it's just like George told you. We're gonna move in with Mom and Dad, and you're gonna move out. Did you finish packing your stuff yet? I very explicitly told George that I am not moving. Sorry, Lori, but that's not an option. We've already loaded our stuff into the moving truck we rented and are on our way over there right now. So get your stuff together and get out of Mom and Dad's house before we arrive. You want me out of Mom and Dad's house? It's not just us, dummy. Obviously, Mom and Dad would rather live with their first grandchild than you. You're single, childless, and hopeless, and I don't want your negativity impacting my baby's life. I can't get out of Mom and Dad's house. I'm already out. I'm living on the West Coast with my husband. You're such a bad liar. You can quit making up stories because nothing you say is going to get this moving truck to turn around. I'm not lying. I moved to the West Coast with my husband. Wait, you moved? Is there a problem with that? What, did you think I was going to let my sister and fiance's betrayal hold me back forever? But, well, this is the first I'm hearing of this. How do you expect me to tell you anything if you blocked my number? I had no way of contacting you for the last 3 years. Wait, you're living on the West Coast? So you're not on the East Coast anymore? But that doesn't make sense. George told me you were living with your parents. But your parents live on the East Coast. What's going on? I was telling the truth. They are living with us right now. I'm on the West Coast in my new house with my husband and our parents. What? Why? I hate to have to rain on your parade like this, Tommy, but your baby won't be Mom and Dad's first grandchild. I already beat you to the punch. I'm due to give birth this month. You're pregnant? And your baby is due this month? Not baby. Babies. I'm having twins. Twins? I'm still relatively new in the area, so I'm not familiar with any of the hospitals or doctors. So I was actually thinking about moving back over there for a while to give birth and have Mom help me out with the baby. But it turns out Mom and Dad were planning on selling their house anyway. So we talked to them and they decided to move out here to be with us. They sold their house? What is going on over there? Why are you guys making all these big decisions without telling me? You blocked us, remember? So anyway, Mom and Dad moved in with us last month. They're going to live with us for the time being, just until they can find a good plot of land and build a new house of their own. We're having a lot of fun having them here, though. We'll be sad to see them go. Where's their new house? Nowhere yet. They still haven't even bought any land yet. I literally just told you. How'd you miss that? Oh no. So they don't have a house right now? Then where are we supposed to go to? We got everything ready to move in with Mom and Dad. We're having the movers send all our stuff to Mom and Dad's house. You'll have to figure that out for yourselves. You got yourselves into this mess, so get yourselves out. Hand the phone to Mom or Dad right now. I need to talk to them. Sorry, Tommy, no can do. Neither Mom or Dad ever want to talk to you again. Why? Do you really need me to explain it all again? You know perfectly well how much trouble you caused for our family, and you didn't even stick around to take responsibility for it. Let me ask you this way. What made you think Mom and Dad would let you move in with them in the first place? But I'm pregnant. I'm going to give birth to their grandchild. They're going to have 2 grandchildren within the next 2 weeks. My twins, remember? Oh no, this is terrible. We already terminated the lease on our old apartment. What are we going to do with all this stuff? Where are we going to put it? Mom and Dad sold their house, and you're all on the complete opposite side of the country. What do you want me to do about it from over here? You said it yourself. We're not even in the same state. I can't help you. No, it wasn't supposed to happen this way. We had enough problems already with George's company failing. We completely ran out of money. We didn't even have enough to make the last rent payment. All right, give me a second. Okay, there you go. I just messaged someone that I think might be able to help you. What? Who did you message? Your baby's grandparent. You mean Mom and Dad? Why'd you do that? They said they'll be right over. What? They can't be right over. You guys are on the opposite side of the country. Didn't you say they were living with you? Not to worry, Lori. They just so happened to be visiting a relative in town today. It's only about 3 blocks away. They'll be there any second now. Awesome! Well, thank you so much, Lori. You're a lifesaver. You're on your own from here on out, though. Your baby didn't choose you as his or her parents, so make sure you do what's right by them. You're not going to be able to just up and run away from your problems anymore. You're going to have to be a big girl now. I can be a big girl. Oh, and one more thing. I am absolutely exhausted from having to deal with you these past several days, so I'm disowning you. You're dead to me now. Never contact me again. Huh? I'm going to be living over here for the foreseeable future. So I don't think I'd be running into you all that often anyway. Ugh, whatever. As long as Mom and Dad are here, I'll be fine. I don't really need you anymore. And even if I did, I know I can't rely on you anymore. So thanks for everything. Enjoy your life, loser. What's going on, Lori? What are George's parents doing here? Where are Mom and Dad? What are you talking about? You and George are married now, right? That means his mom and dad are your mom and dad. In-law, to be precise. You mean the people you said you thought could help us? You messaged George's parents? They've been looking for the two of you for a long, long time, so I thought I'd let them know exactly where they can find you. It was perfect timing for them, though, being in town right when you guys were planning to force yourselves on Mom and Dad. This can't be happening. How could you do this to me? You have just destroyed our lives. What makes you say that? His parents are super understanding and reasonable people. You can rely on them. We already had to deal with George's vanishing income, and now we have to take responsibility for that stupid thing 3 years ago? They said they had to cover the cost of your wedding, and now they want us to pay it back. Duh, what were you expecting? Since you guys played Houdini on our wedding day, George's parents ended up taking full responsibility for the cost of the wedding. And now that they've found you, they want you to pay them back for the money you cost them. I don't see what you're so upset about. We don't have any money. That's not my problem, and it's not George's parents' problem. But they're telling us we owe them a ridiculous amount of money. You guys went and spent this much on a wedding? Who do you think you are, Kim Kardashian? That's not just for the wedding. Only part of that is the cost of the wedding venue, which we had to pay the full amount for because we canceled on the day of the wedding. There's also the flight tickets and hotel bills for the people who had to come in from out of town to be there. We weren't just going to leave them high and dry after spending hundreds of dollars to come to a wedding that never happened. And all the expenses should be detailed on the invoice you have. I would never have come home if I knew this was going to happen. I thought you said you could be a big girl. It's time to take responsibility, Tommy. Pay George's parents what you owe them and stay the hell out of my life. But what about our mom and dad? Didn't they care about their grandchild? I actually have a message from them about that. They wanted me to tell you that the only way they'll support the baby is if they can guarantee that you won't benefit at all. If you let them legally adopt the baby from you, they'll raise him or her like their own. You can't be serious. They want me to give up my own baby? It would be what's best for the child, after all. We don't view you as a part of this family anymore. If you want help, then you're going to have to go to George's parents. But I am your family! Not anymore, you're not. You burned your chance at ever having a normal relationship with us ever again 3 years ago. And since George's parents agreed to let you live with them, it seems to me like all your problems are solved. What do you need us for anyway? I don't want to live with them! They're super duper strict. I know, right? It's so bizarre how a loser like George could possibly come out of a house run by strict disciplinarians like them. But they said we have to pay them back first. Then I guess you better get yourselves some jobs, huh? Both of us? Are you telling me I have to work too? It's either that or you become homeless. Your choice. I wanted to be a housewife, though. Look, can I go now? I don't have any time to watch you have a mental breakdown. It might be 8 a.m. over there, but it's 4 a.m. over here, and I'd like to go back to bed. I'm gonna need to get all the sleep I can in order to take care of this baby. You can't go to sleep at a time like this. I need you. You have to help me find somewhere to live. Good night, Tommy. Or good morning. I don't know. I'm going back to sleep. I know I probably don't need to worry about you coming around here since we're on the opposite side of the country and you don't know our address, but I'm still going to block your number just in case. Have fun with George's parents. I already blocked George after the previous night's conversation, so I blocked Tommy's number next, then deleted both of their contact info from my phone and went back to sleep. I called George's parents a while later to see how things were going. With nowhere else to go, Tommy and George had no choice but to move in with them. They're both being forced to work 2 part-time jobs to make sure they put in a full 40 hours a week. George's parents have complete control over their finances. Every time a paycheck comes in, they first subtract some for rent, some for living expenses, and some to pay back the money they owe from the wedding. They're kind enough to hand over the rest to them for spending money, if there's anything left. There usually isn't. They still owe a massive amount of money, so it looks like they're going to have to deal with this kind of lifestyle for quite a long time. At this rate, I think they'll have it all paid off by the time they're